Anyway, it is good to be back and to be on camera. I've been away for what feels like a really long time. It's only been about 3 or 4 weeks. The last video I did was Brooklands Park Run. But yeah, since then, just life and work and just life, things are sort of piling on a little bit, and inevitably the first things that drop off are your hobbies. So yeah, that's why I've not been running very much or very consistently in terms of from a training perspective, and I haven't really had anything to post, so I just sort of went offline for a little bit, which was nice, but just wanted to get back into the groove of making videos, and you know, I always find that those two things sort of come hand in hand, getting back into a regular training routine and putting out some YouTube content. And out on the trails today for the 3rd time this year, as I haven't been able to trail run due to injury very much, and yeah, just stumbled across this situation. Alright, out running in Swindy Forest on the trails. It's been really warm recently, and I do wonder if there's a little bit of a forest fire occurring. Wow. There we go. You can see behind me the earth is black. There's about 3 fire trucks there and a number of firefighters as well, and the ground is just smouldering. You can feel like the heat just coming off the ground, even sort of standing 10 or 15 meters away from it. There we go. Hopefully they'll have it under control. About 15 years ago, this forest went absolutely up in smoke. Large parts of it were completely destroyed, and it took days, if not weeks, to get the fire sort of under control. And like, the problem is, from a sort of logistics perspective, there's only really sort of one road in and out of this area. So if the forest is on fire, that road closes, it causes sort of lots of operational chaos. Not that that's the priority, of course, but you know, it all has an impact. So from a training perspective, it's too hot. It's too hot to be going for 5k PBs, and it's going to be too hot for me anyway for the next sort of 6 to 8 weeks. So let's be sensible. Let's recalibrate and refocus. And what I'm going to do is go back to the beginning of that 5k plan again. I've got summer holidays coming up. I'll be spending a largest chunk of that in Spain, which offers me the opportunity for some cross training and some swimming, and to eat lots of cheese and all of those good things. And then we'll come back in September and October, you know, to give it another go when the weather is cooler. But you know, I've had a good run. 3 sub 20-minute 5Ks. I've learnt a lot about sort of racing that distance, you know, things I never really focused on it before, so haven't got much of an idea of how to pace it, and I'm still learning that. But you know, now I can just get back into the training groove and some sort of consistent 5k training. And you know, along the way I might throw in a few smaller milestones. Maybe we'll see if we can run a sub 6-minute mile, or can I run 3k in under 11:30. You know, give myself some short-term goals in amongst that 5k training block. But really, that is all that I've got at the moment, so don't worry about commenting. There isn't really much to comment on, but just know that I'm still here, I'm still trucking along. These are the ebbs and flows of life and training. You know, we just got to keep turning up and then hope one day it'll all click into place.